Welcome to Tax Insights, presented by Hawkins Ash CPAs.
And good morning, listeners. Welcome back to Tax Insight here on 1240 Radio, WOMT. Good morning, Jeff.
Good morning, Terry.
How are you, sir?
Doing well.
Excellent. Today we are talking about unemployment.
We are, because, in summer or fall of last year, we talked about how people who are going to receive unemployment might be in for a surprise this year when they do their taxes, because it's taxable income to them. And, with all that happened last year, there was over 40 million people that actually received unemployment benefits. So that's what I want to talk about today, because there's been a lot of changes that happened over the last week or so.
So this is affecting people's 2020 returns, correct?
It is. So what we're going to talk about today actually was made retroactive back to 2020.
All right, so let's jump right in.
Okay. So with the recently passed tax law, up to $10,200 of unemployment compensation received is going to be tax-free for federal purposes. Now, this is a per-person test, so a married couple could get up to $20,400 of tax-free unemployment benefits.
So let's talk about another example of that.
Okay, because if you're a married couple, and let's say one of the couples receives $15,000 and the other one receives $5,000, the tax-free benefits for that are going to be $15,200. And this is because the first spouse that received $15,000, like we talked about earlier, $10,200 of that is excluded. And the second spouse that received $5,000, their entire $5,000 is excluded. So it's not a $20,400 per couple. It's $10,200 per person.
Gotcha.
Where the limit is.
Okay. So does this include the normal unemployment plus the boost of that $600 a week that some people received?
Yes, it would include both. So it's your total unemployment that you received.
So, and if I heard right, there is an income limit to all of this, right?
There is. And similar to the premium tax credit, $1 could make all the difference, because the exclusion is available for those with modified adjusted gross incomes of $150,000 or less. If you're under the $150,000, then you get tax-free treatment just like we talked about earlier. But if you're $1 over, let's say your income is $150,001, you get zero benefit from this change.
So that $1 could impact thousands of dollars, essentially.
For sure.
So what if someone is over?
There's a couple things that you can do here even after the end of the year. You can put a little bit of money into your IRA, which is going to reduce that income, or you can maybe contribute to your HSA. It's just something to get your income down so it's below that 150 mark.
So what happens if you already filed your return?
So this is what we're really seeing, Terry, because this tax bill came out kind of right in the middle of busy season, and it affected 2020, which means that anybody that's already filed their return and has unemployment, it's going to affect them. So it could mean that you need to file an amended return. But before you do that, I would wait just a little bit, because the IRS is aware of this problem with people already filing their returns. So they're strongly recommending right now that taxpayers do not file amended returns, because they're going to be coming out with some kind of further guidance.
So what about the state returns?
Since many states, or what I should say is, because the bill came out so late, many states haven't had a chance to kind of look at this.
Sure.
So for most states, it's still taxable. Now, that may change in summer, but for right now, for most states, it's still taxable.
And this could save people a lot of money, right?
Right. Let's just say a single person, and let's say that they're in the 12% income tax bracket. This could be a $1,200 savings for them if they have $10,200 in unemployment. And if you're in that next bracket, that 22% bracket, it could save you, over $2,200. So yeah, it's real money to people.
Jeff, a lot of great information each and every week here in Tax Insight. What is the best way for people to connect with the team at Hawkins Ash?
I would go to our website, which is HawkinsAshCPAs.com, and we also put out a newsletter. So maybe get on that newsletter list.
Absolutely. Jeff, thank you for your time, and we'll talk to you next week.
This has been Tax Insights, presented by Hawkins Ash CPAs. Learn more online at HawkinsAshCPAs.com. Hawkins Ash CPAs. Part of your business, part of your life.